Hello, hello, hello. I think I'm live. How are you, everybody? Good to see you. JoeHart here. I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm from Vermont. I'm a person with disabilities, primarily invisible disabilities. I'm covering the Idaho 4. I'm still in Pennsylvania. I'm trying to get out to Idaho, but I haven't done it yet. Still trying to figure that out. Hello, Muffy Dragon Slayer. I appreciate your punctuality. Wow. And OTC, you're a rock star. Both y'all coming in so early. That is so nice of you. Um, anyway, I guess I wanted to just start off the way I try to start off every stream, which I haven't been really good with that. Um, anyway, by the way, I want to thank you for the live viewers. I really appreciate your comments. I love to hear comments. Please send in all the comments you want. I usually respond, even though, whether it's a question or a comment or a statement. Just send in your theories and stuff like that. Hopefully, we'll cover the Alpha David most of tonight, but I usually get off topic. Um, anyway, Neil. Hey, Neil. Hey, Joe in chat. How are you, Neil? It's good to have you. So, anyway, yeah, thank you to the live viewers very much. Thank you to the comments. I really appreciate the comments. Thank you so much. Sending in comments. Ooh, that light's pretty bright. I'll figure that out later. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that light. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Oh, shit. Okay. Anyway, I'll figure that out later. Um, so, anyway, I always like to start, which I'm not always successful, but I always like to start with thoughts and prayers. Doing good, Joe. Well, that's cool, Neil. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. So, watching football. Now, I assume you're in America. So you mean American football? Oh, it says KC. So Kansas City Chiefs, is that your team? Howdy, Justin Jane. Hello. How are you, Justice Jane? It's good to see you. Anyway, I always like to start with thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers for the victims, family, loved ones. Muffy, you were the first one here like a long time ago. Thank you for being here. Santa Joe, you always identify what stream you've seen me from just by that name. So yeah, thoughts and prayers for the victims, family, loved ones, friends, the students, the school, University of Idaho, the community and city, Moscow, Idaho, the county, Latah County, especially the Latah County Jail. Let's hope we keep that guy in there. The state, Idaho, and all of the law enforcement, which I haven't written it down, so I won't consistently remember, but I have to. Neil, who's playing? Good question. I don't know if you follow American football, but just about everybody plays. I think there's 32 teams, and I think 4 get buys. So that means there's 14 teams every week, 14 games for 28 teams every weekend, I think. I don't follow football, but I think that's how it works. Um, American football. I don't follow football over in Europe, but I get a lot of followers over in Twitter for them. So anyway, thoughts and prayers for all the law enforcement. Moscow. Hey, my Nightbot's working. Yeah, I'm still trying to get to Idaho. If anybody's an independent billionaire and they can do without $800, I would love to get $800 for a billionaire. But it's fine if people come and not give. It's the way fundraising usually works is 3% of the people provide 95% of the money. So just ignore my fundraising. Don't worry about it. But I'm not. 2 or 3 days ago, I was pretty certain that I would get to Idaho. I'm a little less certain that I'm going to get to Idaho, but I would like to. Anybody win the lottery? $800. I just need $800. And my Nightbot timers will give all 4 of my funding options: Venmo, PayPal, Cash, and GoFundMe. And they're all, every 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 14 minutes, and 15 minutes. So they're going to get a little heavy. Sorry about that. I'm testing. Plus, I do want to get to Idaho. I don't like to, I like to have full disclosure. I don't like to misrepresent myself. I do want to get to Idaho, and I do have no money. And I have a strange budget in that I discovered a second expense, but generally, I say I only have one expense, and that's gas. So if I don't move, I'm not spending money. So that's why I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm not moving. Truck stops are not close, so I still have to drive an hour and 5 minutes sometimes, which sucks. But just because of gas, I don't mind the driving at all. So 36 hours out to Idaho. I'm an old man, but I could do it, and I bet I would do it in superhuman rate. I bet I would, do 34 hours and 42 hours, 8 hours sleeping, gas, bathrooms, eat. I would fly out there as soon as I get the $800. Enough about the money. So yeah, thoughts and prayers for all the law enforcement, Moscow Police Department, the FBI. It was FBI Salt Lake City that handles Idaho. It was FBI Pittsburgh that handles West Virginia, which was the second state listed originally from FBI. And it would be cool if you could get out to Idaho. Yeah, I think so. Every day, I say this every day, but every day it becomes less important because I don't know when, maybe 2 months from now or a month. I don't know when, but sometime he'll kind of be forgotten in jail until the court happens. And the way I'm creative, I could be there for a year. Liza, hello, dear Joe. Hey, Liza, how are you? Tree baby, missed you. Sorry. Tree baby. Hey, Santa drawer. I know. You don't have to correct that typo. I know what it says. Oh, sweet. Chiefs and Raiders are playing. Muffy, do you follow? Who's your team? Hola, Liza. Hola. Yeah, Liza's great. Everybody's great. I like all the viewers. Thank you. I was trying. Tree baby, don't. So many people have to correct their typos, and I'm like, I've got a black belt in typo. Not always, but I can usually read typos. And I hate typing, and I hate retyping. So don't ever feel like you have to correct a typo. I mean, I might go, I can't figure out that typo. Then you might have to retype it. But anyway, FBI, Pittsburgh, which covers West Virginia, which was the second state mentioned in assisting Idaho, and then FBI Philadelphia, which is the ones who did they did the raid on the parents' house. So that's the FBI's I want to pray for. And then the Idaho State Police. Idaho is split up, but I don't have it in front of me, so I'll butcher this. But Idaho State is separated into 6 districts, and District 1 is the top one. Coeur d'Alene is their main capital, and it covers Moscow. So Idaho State Police and Idaho State Police District 1. Now, what I haven't added yet is the prosecution, or I guess we have to pray for the defense too, but so I need to add them. I know he's a Santa Claus and he looks just like me and I look just like him. I knew his name until I started describing him. Thompson. What's the prosecutor's name? First and last name. What's the prosecutor's first and last name? The guy that looks like me. So anyway, I want to put thoughts and prayers for him too, for sure. So Muffy Dragonslayer is the name of the prosecutor? No, come on, who's the prosecutor? So of course, this is my 25th StreamYard. I'm sure there'll be some day that I'll stop counting my StreamYards, but I doubt it. I'm kind of OCD like that. So this is my 25th, and I'm streaming to 6 platforms. So I wanted to shout out all those platforms. So yeah, the 6 destinations. StreamYards calls them destinations, and I call them platforms. So this simulcast is being sent to Facebook profile, Facebook page, LinkedIn profile, YouTube, which is the foundation. That's where the slow and steady growth is. Twitch, don't know anything about. Thank you, Nightbot. Yeah, anybody won the lottery or you're a billionaire and you can do without $800, feel free to click on one of my four funding channel options are going to be Nightbotted throughout the night, every 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 14 minutes, and 15 minutes. I don't know, Joe. I've been doing some research on this case today, and I'm a little concerned for the prosecution. I think the defense is going to be able to poke a lot of holes in it. Yeah, I haven't done much. Research. I'm trying to survive. I'm starting to feel sick, and these truck stops are challenging to get to, and Wi-Fi is challenging to get to. So I'm suffering quite a bit as far as research. But yeah, I mean, just to throw an example out there, the latent footprint that was found right in front of Dylan's bedroom. Dylan and Bethany summoned other people to the house before they called 911. So that means there's a ton of footprints around that door, not just the one latent. I don't even know what latent means, but I bet it's pretty important. Probably means solo, like it's the only one that stood out. So anyway, yeah, golly. So, and then Twitch, so YouTube and then Twitch, and I know nothing about Twitch. I've never, I've had an account forever, but I'm not young. I'm not a gamer. I've never live streamed in Twitch until StreamYard. Now it's automatically happening. Now everybody over there is like, oh my God, who is this person? And I don't know how to, anyway, I'm still learning Twitch. And then Twitter is the last one. And what do you need in research? Just send me an email. Yeah, Liza, I don't even know what the questions are. Thank you very much. No, I don't know, Liza, if you know Muffy Dragon Slayer, but she's saying, yeah, I don't, what are there it is, prosecution, Bill Thompson, defense, and Taylor. Yeah, we do need to pray for both. And obviously I want conviction. If this suspect is if this suspect ends up being the person that did commit that heinous crime, I do want conviction. So, non-Christians or, prosecution. Yeah. That's right. You don't have to correct typos, but you can if you want. So obviously, if I was biased, I would just pray for Bill Thompson, Santa. He looks like me. But we're supposed to pray for our enemies too. So, and she's not my latent prints, or most commonly fingerprints or palm prints that are collected from a crime scene. Latent, cool. So yeah, Liza, I don't I'm ADD, so I'm like, look, squirrel. So obviously, from what Muffy says here, that's my squirrel. Look, squirrel. So Muffy, this is probably some of the research that I could use, Liza. But I can email you. I mean, I'm not good at any follow up, and I don't really care for email. But I've done it. The first email is always the hardest, but once I've emailed someone, it's easier to re-email. But anyway, so this is the squirrel for me. Muffy Dragon Slayers. I don't know, Joe. I've been doing some research on this case today, and I'm a little concerned for the prosecution. I think the defense is going to be able to poke a lot of holes in it. So, Liza, that would just be generally the research for me of what would the holes be, and I assume Liza and everybody agrees with me with the latent shoe print. If Dylan, and I know everybody picks on Dylan, although she's the main storyteller in this affidavit, but Dylan and Bethany summoned other people before they called 911. So those footprints could be everywhere. So I'm assuming that the defense can throw out that latent footprint. And it only just said it. I don't know what Vans is, but it says it was a diamond or something. So it's a Vans type shoe. I mean, I don't know if that narrows it down to whose it is, but anyway, yeah, Eliza, anything that can be thrown out Yeah. So yeah, I guess the question would be, Liza, how do you think prosecution could lose this case? That's the main question. How could they lose it? And I guess there's different levels. Obviously, I have an opinion about the death penalty, but I'm not real strong on either side. I wouldn't cry if he was put to death. I would feel a little disappointed if he was, you know, uh, given life in prison. But anything short of life with no chance of parole, anything less than that, I would say is a loss. So I'm not saying how could the prosecution lose like he would walk free, but how could the prosecution lose and not get life with no possibility of parole? Anyway, I'll try to email that to you. so, um, but again, thank you to the live viewers. I love comments. Keep the comments going. I will get to them and start reading them all. When I go in order, I will repeat ones I've already read. Sorry about that. Replay viewers, thank you for watching my recorded video. I'm trying to get better, but I do stuff. Thank you to all my mods. I really appreciate y'all. I still have low expectations, but thank you for everything. I'm not in, I should probably go to, I'm going to do what Liza, there's new comments. I'm going to see if people have showed up that I haven't addressed yet. Sorry. They should not try for the death penalty. Only if, I think I've heard a lot of people say they ask the parents what they think. And there's, 4 kids. So there's 4 sets of parents and there's step parents. And, so obviously they can't all agree. But I've heard that they consult with the parents and they generally try to honor what the parents say. Now, if all 8 parents say death, I think they're going to do death. But if 3 of the 8 say death and 5 of them say life, they'll probably do life. I don't know how it can't be unanimous. It's not going to be 8 parents that say death, and it's not going to be 8 parents that say life. So I don't know how they incorporate the parents. But anyway, okay, so I'm going to get the comments and then hopefully, so let's see here. StreamYard. So Muffy, Joe, yay, I'll be there. Muffy, you're a rock star. You were so early. That was incredible. Right after I scheduled it. OTC, Santa Joe. And then, hey, Muffy and OTC, they were here before we started. I said hi to them before I went live, just so I could address their... So Neil, hey, Joe in chat. Doing good, Joe. Watching football, and we determined that's American football. So Muffy, hey, Joe, thank you. Justice Jane, howdy. Are you from Texas? Howdy, partner. Muffy, hey, Neil. And Justice Jane, Santa Joe. Yeah, I appreciate when people, I'm not a big fan of that term, that nickname, but I love when people say it because then I know what stream they know me from. So that's cool. So Muffy, OTC, hello. And Muffy, Justice Jane, hello. Oh, I never got onto YouTube Live. Muffy, Neil, who's playing? And Nightbot asking for my $800. Thank you, Nightbot. And then Muffy, yes, thoughts and prayers for the 4 victims and their loved ones and their family. Ethan, Zana, Ethan, Zana, Kaylee, and Maddie. Neil, would be cool if you could get out to Idaho. I would love it. I would leave immediately. If someone wrote an $800 check right now, I'd sign up right now and leave right now. I would, and I'm tired and hungry and irritable. I don't know if I always quote AA. AA has had a tremendous effect on me in the 12 steps of recovery. I think every human being in the world, would benefit from the 12 steps of recovery. Anyway, what they taught me, I forgot what I was going to say. Would be cool if you got anyway, I forgot what I was going to say that about. Hopefully I'll get back to it. Muffy, Chiefs and Raiders are playing. Go Chiefs. And that, like I said, that's your your thing, your picture. And didn't they almost win last year or win last year? They did something last year. Just Jade. Hello, Muffy. And Tree Baby, Tennessee. Tree Baby. Tree Baby. Tree Baby. I always try to figure out people's names. Tree Baby. Hello, Santa Joe. And Liza. Hello, dear Joe. Hello, Liza. Saw you last night on a panel. I rarely fall asleep with a stream going, but I was in my car. It was being charged. My phone was being charged. I had great Wi-Fi in the car from the truck stop, and I went, "What the hell?" So I was making comments, but then you went up there, and I was like, Liza in the house, in the panel. But yeah, I ultimately went to sleep by that, and I probably fell asleep within 13 minutes, so it probably ended right after that. But anyway, Justice Jane, hola, Liza, and Muffy, Tree Baby. Thank you. I was trying. Yeah, no problem. Joe, Patriots. I live in Mass. I live in Vermont. I'm supposed to. I have cousins in Connecticut. Anywhere, there's some dividing point of, do you like, I don't even know what the two teams are. Do you like Patriots or do you like the New York Jets or Giants or one of the, and like there's a divider. And I never followed football. I was not much into football, but somehow I fell into motorsports and that took over my life. I originally grew up in Louisville, Kentucky, and they have no professional sports. The closest professional sport was the Cincinnati Reds, baseball. I don't like baseball. And Cincinnati Reds are notorious for being very racist. Documented. I'm not spreading rumors. But being in Louisville, Kentucky, college was everything. And college basketball was everything. And I went to University of Louisville. Louisville, 2 syllables. Louisville, 2 syllables. But I went to that college, and I actually tutored a couple of the basketball players that won the 1980-81 championship. I tutored a couple of them. Pretty cool. But anyway, so college was everything, and basketball was everything. So anyway. Nightbot, thank you. Trying to get me to Idaho. $800. People just send money. I try to do my fundraising a little more formal. Like, if I hit $800, I'm going to stop. I'm not going to fundraise anymore. And if people get that message late, all the money after 800, I'm going to give them the option of getting it returned to them, or they can say, "Oh, Joe, you can keep it for the next project." But I don't like to double raise money. I'm not going over to Facebook Live and raising the exact $800. I only want $800. And as soon as I get it, I'm going to stop. But when I hit it, I'm going to say, no, thank you. But anyway, so Liza, Justice Jane, hola. And Liza, Muffy, hi. And then there's Nightbot. There's my Cash App, $800, no biggie. And then Muffy, this gets back to that original. Let me go down to the bottom. Liza, you're great with all that information. Do you like to type? Can you type 120 words a minute? Because I hate to type. And you're so comprehensive. I'm like, I don't want to ask a question because you'll type. I hate typing. So I'm going to repeat this for the 4th time. Muffy, thank you so much for the comment. I don't know, Joe. I'm Joe. You know Joe. I'm Joe. I don't know, Joe. Wait, I'll do the right voice inflection. I don't know, Joe. I've been doing some research on this case today, and I'm a little concerned for the prosecution. Bill Thompson. Santa. Bill Thompson. I think the defense is going to be able to poke a lot of holes in it. Oh, let's hope it's like the Dutch dam and enough fingers can plug those holes to get a life, at least life. Like I said, I'm not going to cry if he gets death, but I'm in my rules. There's certain topics I don't like to talk about, and and I'm pretty strict on a lot of them. And I would say the death penalty, or I guess DP is what people should say on this channel. Um, I would say that's almost one of those topics, especially when it gets political. I don't want that topic to be political at all. And I know people, I know it is, and it can be. So I don't really want to talk about it much, but hell, I've already brought it up 8 times tonight. So anyway, Liza, what do you need in research? Just send me an email, Joe. Thanks, Liza. How are they going to lose the case? And again, I don't, there's death, there's life, and there's anything short. I mean, he's 28. So 30 years, I'm just picking a number out of the hat. But if he got 30 years, that's 58 years old of getting out of jail. 58. That's pretty young. And I mean, I'm older, so 58's young. Neil, hello, Liza. And justice, prosecution, of course. And Liza, latent prints are most commonly fingerprints or palm prints that are collected from a crime scene. And cool, thank you. Now, and you have another thing about latent prints, but I assume, Liza, I'm confident you have. Oh, wait, yeah, last night you said your copy does have the redaction. And I found the PDF. Every night I just close my laptop and go to sleep and stuff. So I have to re-find it every night. And I found it again today, unredacted. The thing's unredacted, except for the one page. Does anybody understand the missing page of the, and I won't say Alpha David, I will say the affidavit. Does anybody know about the missing page of the affidavit? When you print it up, it usually says page 1 of 19. There's 19 pages, so supposedly. Page 2 is blank on most of those PDFs. Page 2 is completely blank. It's all white. No redaction. It's just all white. So page 1 through 19. So I do page 1 and then 3 through 19 to get 18 pages. And that's what I have. I have 18 pages because page 2 is blank. But Brian Ensign was speaking with Banfield on News Nation. And they were talking about, what about the redacted page? And it was this infamous page 19. And I don't know if it's page 2. It could be any of the pages. But if it wasn't there, it would have been page 1 of page 18. Anyway, I get hung up on those kind of things. Who knows about the missing redacted page that no one seems to know about? Again, I'm completely out of the loop today. So I like to catch Banfield every night. I have concerns with her, but I like catching her every night because it gives me a summary of what's going on. And she usually talks to Brian Ensign live 2 or 3 times. And then it reminds me to like and retweet all of their stuff. Generally my information on Twitter is all borrowed. I like and retweet Brian Ensign, Nancy Lou, someone TV, Robert Sherman TV, I think, producer page _ and News Nation. I go to all 5 of those right in a row in that order. I prioritize them in my head. So I go to all 5 of those and I like and retweet. And that's my borrowed information of the Idaho 4. So people can accuse me of that. Yes, those are not my original stuff. I like and retweet all their stuff. So Muffy, that one shoe print that they believe is that of a Van shoe. It has also come out that Dylan was a regular wearer of those shoes. Now, I don't know anything about the footprint, but I assume they were concerned because the footprint was facing in toward the door instead of out from the door, because out from the door would be Dylan walking out of her bedroom. Of course, Dylan has to walk back into her bedroom. But so latent has nothing to do with it being a unique. Latent has nothing to do with it being unique. I thought it meant it was out of the ordinary of the other 37,000 shoe prints there. That's what I was thinking latent meant. I'm wrong, obviously. So latent prints usually need to be processed or developed with chemical or physical developer in order to be visible to the naked eye. Yeah, they I don't have it ready, but yeah, they called it something black, atomic black or something. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, man, you're dead on it. And there's Nightbot. Throw money, Venmo. Hopefully, I won't say throw money every time they. Hopefully, I. So they should not try for the death penalty. Now, just by reading your statement, Liza, and I think I've heard this. Oh, wait. Until discovering we will not. They should not try for the death penalty until discovering we will not what the prosecutors have. We will not know what the prosecutors have. Um, but I'm guessing. I think I've seen this in TV shows, fake TV shows. The first YouTube live streamer that I was a guest on his panel, he was talking about real TV shows, and I'm like, no, no, no. I only talk about fake ones like Law and Order and Homicide and things like that. But I think I've seen on a TV show. Anyway, that's a lot of complicated talk. So, Liza, when you say they should not try for the death penalty, I'm getting an inference from you. Does that mean if they go for a death penalty, they could lose, but if they go for a life penalty, they may not lose? Like it would be the exact same case, but if they put that as the penalty, they may lose more than if they just say life. Sounds like that's what you're implicating or implying or anything. I don't like to read in, that was complicated. Thank you, Liza. You're a rock star, of course. Liza. Muffy, Liza, I agree. And until discovering, we will not know what the prosecutors have. I'm not sure they have the right guy. Yeah, Muffy, I think you said that before. And I didn't I don't check your Twitter message, Sifa. I will. Thank you, Sifa. Hi, Sifa. How are you? Commercial break here. Sifa, you're a genius. Sifa, as you know, I'm disabled and I'm impulsive. So since I'm laughing because I'm blown away by it. I think it's phenomenal. I think I'm partially laughing because I'm embarrassed. Oh, Sifa, holy moly! Now, I might flip my phone to my stream, Sifa, or do you want me to not show it to the stream until it goes live? Jesus, holy shit! Now, I love it, Sifa. Now, my only question, which I think I know the answer, but the thing on the right side of it, that's a photo for me, right? I took that picture, right? Did I take the picture on the right? Was that in my live stream? Did I take that? Is that my picture? Oh, yes, you can show it. So Sifa is helping me with everything. He took my disastrous video and made it a phenomenal video, but he's also wanting to. The one to the right was from news. Oh, okay, so that's not me. Shit, he looks like the exact same person that was standing in front of me. He was, and I could have sworn I got. Anyway, Sifa is helping me with thumbnails and stuff. Anyway, I'm a little. I think I'm embarrassed. Let me tap on it, see if it goes bigger. Oh, it did go bigger. Okay, there it is. That is a thumbnail from Sifa about my failed. I call it failed, but it was same guards. Yeah, that is the exact same guy, the last one to face me off when I left the building. That is the person. So I don't know if y'all can see that, and I don't need everybody to say, "Oh, that's fantastic." I mean, I don't want you to criticize it, but I think it's super fantastic. So anyway, Sifa, that's great. I approve it. Whatever we need to do from here, Like on TikTok, I don't know how to do TikTok, but I think on TikTok, you can show a video and then you stand in front of the video and you say, hey, I want to change things about the video. And then you duck and you show the video. So I don't know if you're thinking of doing stuff like that. Like, am I going to talk before the 9 minutes and then just watch the 9 minutes and then talk after the 9 minutes? I don't know what to do. By the way, put that black in there. Seth, I think you got my sorry guys, this is just a one-on-one conversation with Sifa for now. I do apologize. Oh, my numbers went down to 3. Oh golly. Come back, people. I'm sorry to run you away. But it was I completely, you do want the black? I want what you think is best. You said, Joe, and I'm paraphrasing what you said, but you said, Joe, you want the black. Believe me. And I said, I believe you. So I think it seemed like forever. And that's 10 seconds would seem like forever to me. But I think it was 4 minutes. And I think it's okay for you to put 1 or 2 minutes back in. It also might have been 2 minutes long and then, just shorten it to a minute. But I believe you. You're saying I ought to have that black in there. So anyway, I also my Twitter said, oh golly, I hope once you erase something or, cut something, you can get it back. So, don't, if it's easily done, I want to do what you think is best. I have no idea what you're doing. You're a magician. I don't understand thumbnails. I don't really understand. When I go YouTube live, I only do live stuff. I don't have a recorded thing. I mean, this is, and I want to do it. I totally want to do what you're talking about. So anyway, yes, I can get it all back. Okay. So yeah, just, if it was 4 minutes, do 1 to 2 minutes. If it was 2 minutes, do 1:15 or 45 seconds or whatever you're the one who said, Joe, you want the black, believe me. And I believe you. So, okay, I'm going to get back to comments, but Sifa, I'll get down to yours shortly. I'm almost down to the bottom. So Muffy, I'm not sure they have the right guy. Oh my goodness, Lisa, what does that word mean? So yeah, Muffy, I know you said that before, and I have complete faith, and I love your opinions and your perspective, and they seem to have a lot of, some of the evidence, and Liza, help me with the proper word, but I think it's called circumstantial evidence. Like one of the only one paragraph. I'm not trying to shoot holes into anything, but one paragraph said, his phone pinged here, and then it did not ping during this time, and that would be, consistent with him committing the crime. But the lack of evidence isn't. You can't use that as evidence. So anyway, I don't want to poke any holes in it. Yes, I can get it all back. Sounds good. Yes, if you just, I love it. Love the thumbnail. Love the 9 minutes and 44 seconds. But I would put that minute back in or 2 minutes, whatever. It's excruciating to me. And by the way, Sifa, I will probably cry when I watch that. So don't be offended by me crying during your video. You'll be like, God, I didn't mean to get him upset. But I probably will. I might cry now. So I want to get off the topic. So, thank you so much, Sifa. You're a rock star. Yeah, Muffy. What? Okay, there's GoFundMe. So send money, $800. There's PayPal. They're going to start overlapping people. So Liza, let's see here. The death penalty is 99% agreed by a jury, not parents. Bifurcated trial system. Now, Eliza, I assume you know United States rules, right? Or specifically Idaho rules. I have no idea what bifurcated means. Bi means two, furcated, subcated. I can kind of get the cated, but I don't know what the fur is. I took Latin, so I try to break all words down and try to figure them out. Bifurcated. Don't know. So the death penalty is 99% agreed by a jury, not parents. Oh my goodness. So, Sifa, check your Twitter message. Yes, thank you. Sifa, I'm good. Yeah. And by the way, Sifa, you might be gone by now, but I hope I'm not feeling too well right now, and so I always send good juju out to people that may or may not feel good. So I'm glad you say I'm good, but let's hope you like it. Oh man, yeah, it was incredible. You can show it. Thank you. The one to the right was from news. Did you? Yeah, my head, my disabled synapses always try to think things out. But um, did you happen to see that guy's face in my video? So that's the one you looked for, or he was the meanest looking one of all of them. I had 3 or 4. I think I had 3 AK-47s not pointed at me, but guys that had AK-47s with their fingers really close to the trigger. I know it's not. By the way, I don't talk about guns. No talking about guns. None about guns. But so I had 3 of them, and that was the meanest one. Not mean, the most unemotional one. So that was from news. Oh golly, yeah, same guards. Can you believe you got the same? You do want the black. Yeah, I mean it's pretty small. So it's and there's PayPal. Send me to Idaho. $800. I will. As soon as I get $800, I will log out and leave. Yes, I can get it all back. Cool. Sounds good. Cool, man. Thank you. I'm still here. Yeah. So I hope you're feeling okay. I got a glimpse of him. So I looked up the arms guard with Brian. God, you are a genius, Sifa. You got a glimpse of him. So you didn't just pick any AK-47. You picked my AK-47. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. I'm embarrassed. But I know the video's a good thing to do. So okay, let me get back up to the other comments. So Jessica Lynn, sorry I missed you. What's that? 5:59. Oh, 3 minutes ago. I hope you're still here. Hi, Jessica Lynn. JoeHart here from Vermont. I'm still in Pennsylvania trying to get to Idaho. I'm fundraising, but as most people know about fundraising, 3% of the people provide 95% of the money. So just ignore them. I will hopefully get to Idaho. I need $800. That's $400 gas out and $400 gas back. And I have a strange, unique life in that the only expense. Oh, like I said earlier, I discovered a second expense, which I haven't mentioned yet. But my life's kind of set up so I only have one expense, gas. So that's why I'm still in Pennsylvania. If I don't move, I don't spend money. The only exception is I do go to the library a lot, just about daily. I go to the library as often as I can and print up a bunch of things about this case, and then I disseminate it. I didn't do that today because I had to worry about other things today. But and I print up a lot because I can't remember anything. So that's and libraries aren't cheap anymore. They used to be 10 cents a copy and 5 cents a copy and free. There's a couple of libraries in Florida that you could do 50 copies free every 24 hours. So I went there every day for like 17 days and did 49 copies free. And I if I had to pay for them, I probably still would have done 49 copies. I don't think I was trying to take advantage of them. So yeah, circumstantial. Yeah, it would probably be the pings and stuff like that. But is there anything like the single spot of DNA? So Muffy, if you're still there, Muffy and Liza and anybody else, the single, I don't like paraphrasing, the single spot of DNA on the snap of the K-bar. That was, they don't really say what that was. They don't say what kind of, I can't find it. I'm too stressed out because I'm streaming. But if that ends up being his, they did say it's his DNA on the snap button of the K-bar's sheath. So that wouldn't be circumstantial, right? That would kind of place him there, blah 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 blah. And Muffy, what are your thoughts on that? If they may not have the right guy, I think your quote is, "I don't think they have the right guy." Um, do you think someone's trying to frame him, like they knew knives are important to him, so they stole his knife, stole the sheath, put the sheath on the bed with his thumbprint on it, or they didn't say thumbprint, but that's how you snap those things off and on, or on with your thumb usually, but you don't have to. But anyway, enough about that. Nightbot from PayPal, send money, $800. I want $800. Cool, Sifa. So Nightbot, Venmo, $800. Sifa, I got a glimpse of him, so I looked at the archives with Brian. You are incredible. Holy shit. Cash App to Idaho. And sorry, those are going to be a little. I'm feeling a lot better. Sifa, I'm feeling a lot better than I was the last day or two. Don't feel embarrassed. I think it was a really rare and unique experience that isn't caught on live streams often. I hope not. I hope I never catch that. Next time, I'm going to stay and I'm going to be in the courtroom because I'm an ADA advocate. I mean, I know I was going to do the first part, but I don't think many people would. I really don't think that persons with disabilities would be persistent enough or perseverate enough like I to get into the courthouse and be promised a seat in the courtroom. So I don't think that's why I think it's so unique, because I don't think anybody would have gotten to that point. But then when I get to that point, I always over-explain myself. In that short hour and a half, I over-explained myself 5 times. I just didn't over-explain myself one more time, and that's why I got in trouble. Plus, I said I said JC, which was not a good thing to say. I know when you say JC, you get that was a big problem. So why don't you just convert things to a PDF document so you don't have to print it? I do, but I don't know what that means. Oh, wait. So you don't have to print it. Oh, I need a hard copy. So I have to print up. But I think you might be saying, so I don't have to search for it every night. And I do. If I can convert something to PDF, I immediately convert it to a PDF. But I don't know enough. So I think my hard drive, or whatever it's called, but I think my hard drive has multiple copies of various PDFs. So I might go search for it every night and convert it. I think it says convert the PDF, and I say yes. So I don't know how to do that stuff, but I have it now. It is maybe I'll show it. But remember, you would have been in trouble because you're going to live tweet. Now, I was going to. Live tweet is kind of a vague, in the middle of the road term. I was going to tweet, and I was going to tweet currently, but when I go live on Twitter, I call it live Twitter. I don't call that a live tweet. So yes, I was planning, and I told every person, all that I probably talked to 1, 2, 3, 4 areas of cops, probably 8 to 10 cops. And I told every single one of them that I was going to tweet inside the court. That's what I called it. Tweet. I'm going to be on Twitter, and I'm going to tweet. I'm going to type and tweet live. I guess you can call that live, but you can always rename the files so you can find them again easier. Yeah. Let me run over there. But yeah, I think I ultimately would have gotten in trouble. So I probably would, if I was in the courtroom and then had a trouble, I would have escalated probably a lot more than I did here, which I think I escalated. But most people are like, Joe, you barely raised your voice. But I have a loud voice. I think I escalated a little bit, not much. In the courtroom, I would have escalated a lot, which would, for me, usually means You couldn't touch your cell while inside the courtroom. Why did they? That was 8 cops. That was 8 cops in 4 different stations. The front door, the medical, the metal detector, the second floor cops, and the courtroom cops. 4 different cops. I said, I'm going to tweet. And they don't have to know what that exactly means, but they kind of understand what it means. I hope most people kind of know what tweet means. So, and I had the first people, which I guess, I was screamed at later for believing them. They didn't have the authority to put me on the list. But the first people were like, they're like, what's in your bag? And I said, devices and recording, and chargers. And they said, like what? And I said, iPhone, iPad, laptop. And they said, no professional cameras. And I said, no. And I said, but an iPhone and an iPad can do very professional photos. I don't know what you're talking about. So anyway, they wanted me to bring the back. They were very friendly. They wanted me to bring my bag back to my car and just bring what I wanted. And that's why my jacket was over full of things, because I overpack everything, waters and chargers and stuff. But so they saw my iPhone and iPad. I'm walking into the courtroom. I'm sorry, the courthouse with an iPhone and an iPad. Every station, I pull them out of my pocket. They saw exactly what I had. And then I went up to him, which the one cop mentioned this in the video, but it's not what I meant. But I did ask him, I anywhere I get, I look for Wi-Fi. And I usually try to get to the page before I ask people if they have Wi-Fi, just in case I can be ready. Next courtroom, pen and paper, which I'll probably try to do, but usually 10 minutes or less than 10 minutes after I write something, I can't read my own handwriting. So but okay, so yeah, I mean, it was a phenomenal thing. So anyway, it's 52 minutes into the stream, so I probably should have started doing this stuff before. But while you're here, Sifa, I think I'm going to present my PDF file, and maybe I can show enough of the screen so you can say, oh, okay, that's where you save it. Does that make sense? So anyway, I'm going to present, share screen, Chrome tab, PDF, share. Okay, so I'm off screen. I can't see you all, but I can see everything up close. But I'll go back to screen. So Sifa, that is my PDF for the affidavit. And I do believe that I have discovered the exact same PDF, and I search for it every day. I search for it. I do a Google search, and I come up with it. And I always add PDF. I want the PDF of it. So I do believe I've discovered the exact same thing every day in a row, 3 days in a row or whatever. So can you show me? I'll take me off screen. So okay. So if I were to permanently put that onto my laptop, which, like I said, I think it's already there. You can't see me, but the convert to PDF is what I do. Convert to PDF is usually the most common phrase. And I always click it. No matter what it says about PDF, I always do it. So I could probably step through this stuff. Let me see here. I'll go off screen. I don't see any comments yet, except for Nightbot. So I think the three dots are 2-page view, annotations, present, document properties. And then printer. And then that, I think, does something. Download. I guess that's what I would hit. And that's rotate. And that's fit the page. And that's zoom in. And then zoom out. Does anybody know that missing page 19? And Kohlberger, Moscow, PD, probable cause affidavit, PDF. So I guess I do the download. Would that be true? Yes, download. Okay, so what would I call it? Okay, I'm going to hit download and stop. Download. Ah. Okay, I'm still off screen. Sitha, I can't see your comments. I'm still off screen. It won't let me go to StreamYard I can't figure out how to minimize this. So anyway, the file name comes up automatically. Kohlberger, Moscow PD, probable cause affidavit. I don't mind the name. I think the problem I usually have is I save it to the wrong place. The thing that is highlighted, it says downward arrow downloads. So do I just say yes? See, all those PDFs there, I'm sure I've done more than once. There it is right there. Applicant next steps, receive funds, first and third. See those a long time ago? First and third are the exact same thing. So let me close that. And then you rename it as Idaho Affidavit. Then you can drag and drop it into your documents folder. Oh my goodness, where's my documents folder? I've never minimized all this stuff. Then you can drag and drop it into your documents folder. Okay, let me, I'm going to save it. And I don't want to rename it. I know you're suggesting that, but I'm going to keep it the same. Missing page is page number 2. Yes, Liza, what do you think's on it? And how do you redact? I mean, page 2 is completely white. It's completely white. I've never seen a redaction like that. I have seen pages where everything on the page has been redacted, meaning you see typing and everything is blacked over. Everything is blacked over. But I've never seen a completely white page. It completely blank. It was completely white. That's a weird redacted page. I don't get it. So, okay. And you can drop it into the new folder you create. Oh, man. You can go drag and drop it into your documents folder. Or you can right-click your computer to select create folder. You can drop it into the new folder you create. Okay. But I've never seen Brian Laundrie's documents. But I assume those are typical redactions. That, like I just said, everything was printed up, but everything's got black ink over it. So you can't read, you can't even see the top part or the bottom part of the letters. Everything's blacked. This is completely white. That's a weird way to redact it. So yeah, Liza, what do you think is on that page 2? They've oh golly, I didn't even get on my soapbox yet. So okay, let me see. So I'm gonna keep it. So I'm gonna say so I saved it. Can I copy it instead of drag it? Okay, that's I think that's enough. I'll do with that for a while. It gets me too stressed out. So so anyway, it's in download, and then I'll try to do that other stuff later. So you can always rename the file so you can find them again easier. And you couldn't touch your cell while inside the courtroom, which is what Brian, and I do think words matter and that people describe things with such close depth, descriptions. And I like to quote people exactly. And I think Brian Enton said, um, no cameras and no live tweeting. And when he said live tweeting, I thought it meant what I was going to do. And I'm like, that's weird. In 4 different areas, I talked to 8 cops. I said I was going to tweet, and they didn't. And I showed them my device. I'm showing them my device. And I said, I'm going to live tweet. I mean, that I'm going to tweet. I just called it tweet. I'm going to tweet is what I called it. Which there's only one way to tweet. It's live. You don't. If you don't do anything during the case, during the courtroom, and then after the courtroom you leave and you say, hey, I was just in the courtroom, that's still a live tweet. It's just not at the time that you got the information. So I don't get it. It's so weird. So Nightbot, thank you. There's my GoFundMe. And next courtroom, pen and pencil, pen and paper. Yeah, I want to be there in Idaho. Get me at the Idaho. There's Venmo and there's PayPal. It's a little overkill, but yes, download. And there is a Cash App, and then you rename it as Idaho Affidavit. Then you can drag and drop it into your documents. Okay, so let me jot that down. Drag and drop. Now, I like to overkill. So I don't want to drag and drop it so it's no longer in the original place. I guess I want to have a couple places to find it. I'd love to keep it in download and also have it in my documents, which I don't currently use a documents folder, but I think that's what I'm supposed to be doing for StreamYards. I think I'm supposed to be adding documents, and then that's what I share during a stream. Every time I share something in a stream, I search for it that day. So, I am sure making my life harder. So right click, or this is another option. So right click desktop and select create folder. Missing page is number 2. That's so early. What they say that they won't show us. And you can drop it into the new folder. I think the way I'm going to successfully be able to do this is if I try to figure out a system and then do it every single time, and then I'll know where to look for things. But it's too overwhelming. I don't remember what I did yesterday, much less a week ago, much less a month ago. So the Brian Laundrie documents is full of redactions, page after page after page. And if I could just Sleepy Sif, I appreciate you being here, Liza. What's your time zone? I think you're close to an hour or two before or after us, right? I think you are. But I have 6:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6:23. So, okay, I'm going to get up on a soapbox. I didn't stream yesterday. I only watched one stream. I usually watch dozens of streams every day. I just happened to watch one, and they usually have fairly big panels. And I was watching on my iPhone, and I can't tell who on the panel is talking, even though their little icon is doing that white thing around their icon. But I can't tell who's talking. And someone last night, I don't know, I forget how they exactly brought up the topic, but they said, so what do y'all think of this affidavit? I think it's a big nothing burger. I think they didn't tell us anything except when they mentioned like one thing, and they said everything else was just, confirmations or something like that. And I so vehemently disagree with that person. And I didn't say it there, because I get, I'm a yippy dog when I'm writing comments sometimes. So I don't, I didn't say anything, but I completely disagree. I think the affidavit had a ton of information, but the way I approach things for the last 2 or 3 or 5 weeks, I've stopped doing Reddit so much and stop doing 4chan so much and stop listening to this sensationalistic live YouTubers. And, I don't want to speculate about stuff. And, if you talk about enough things, you might talk about the truth once in a while. So, yeah, if you have 12 theories, 2 of those might be right. And you'll go, see, I told y'all what the truth was, but you didn't. You mentioned 12 of them and you got 2 of them right. Anyway, that's not my point. I think at the very least, the affidavit confirmed things that were being speculated upon. But, Dylan being on the second floor of the house, there is one live streamer. There's one YouTube live streamer. I can't think of who it was. I think it's one of the M's, Mindy or Mallory or some, I think it was, I don't know, but one of them, there's only been one that said, wow, Dylan lives on the second floor. And they had pictures and I saw that stream. I said, come on, you can take a picture in any bedroom. Being in a bedroom doesn't mean you live in that bedroom. But, the first floor bedroom looked like storage in September. That's early. September 1st, I think was the date. There's people that don't move in. Anyway, so they were right. Anyway, I think y'all get my point. I think it had a ton of information. And I think people are just thankless. People are ungrateful. And I think people also want to get a reaction. So I think that person last night was just trying to say, God, isn't it a nothing burger? So that everybody would start fighting. That's so disgusting. How are you, Liza? Well, that will just make another duplicate. You can also right-click the PDF, select Move To, and put it in your new folder. Oh, cool. Then that does just make another duplicate. Good. That's what I want. So Sleepy Sifa and you, Sifa. And Nightbot. Thank you, Nightbot. So cool. Let's see. I'm going to go backstage. I don't think I have much, but the God, this truck stop has the best music. I don't know if you can hear that music, but hot, I'm going cold. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to go backstage, see what else I have. I don't think I have much. I have Nightbots, of course. So not Nightbot.tv, and that's still loading. Custom, still there it is. Okay, and then I have YouTube. And StreamYard. And Twitter. But, okay, so Sleepy Sifa. Aren't we all, for sure. And you, Sifa? Anyway, I think, I know I made a 9-hour stream, and I've done quite a few 4-hour streams, and the rest of them are 3-hour streams. But I really want to get away from that. I can't, it's not what I can do. I can't do that. That's going to kill me. And I don't like using words like that, but it's going to affect my health adversely. And so I would like to start shooting for hour and a half, 2 hours, that kind of stuff. Now tonight I wanted to go early, which I don't like to go at 11:30 p.m. or midnight and stuff. And I've done it, and I've gone till sunrise. But there's just so much other live streamers that I like, and I like to watch that are going at the same time. Lost Souls, I love her. Brittany's great. T-Rev it's amazing what he does with a huge crowd. And, he just keeps it going, and, he doesn't bat an eye with trolls. And I mean, he's great. But I mean, obviously I'm not going to grow at all. if I keep going at their time. So, and I don't think I'm going to be small potatoes for a while. And now, Sifa, I think you're yeah, that thumbnail. Golly, that's going to be incredible. But I guess I'm going to have to figure out how to download that thumbnail into. Anyway, I don't know how to create that. But I don't. Sifa, are you on TikTok? Do you know what I mean? Where there will be a face like up close like me, and it says, "Hi, I'm going to talk to you about the video going on behind me." I think it's funny when they say this, and then they duck out, and then they show the video behind me. So is that what I'm going to do with that 9-minute video, or is it going to be a share? Is it going to be a tab? Like I'll stop that screen. So present. So would it be like this? Would I go? To Chrome tab. So yeah, I showed that before, but would it be like that? Lady V, how you doing? I'm kind of in the I was kind of like in the last 5 or 10 minutes I've been ramping up to say goodbye. But anyway, which I probably will continue to do. But it's good to see you, Lady V. I appreciate you being here. I hope it wasn't a time difference confusion. I try to the thumbnail. Yes. Yeah. Would it be right? Okay. Yeah. The thumbnail. I kind of understand where that is. I have missed you on Brittany channel. Who, me? Oh, Lady V. Yes, I miss her over there. Sorry, I missed you. Are you okay? Who, me? Oh, Lady V. Sorry, Vanessa. I keep getting involved in your conversation. Hi, Vanessa. How are you? Yeah, ask about Lady V. She's a rock star. She's usually my co-guest host panelist, some version like that. Someday, Lady V, I'm going to figure out the title that I want to stick with, and then I'll make a business card. No, I'm joking. So yeah, Sifa. The thumbnail is the image you see before clicking the actual video. Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of understand thumbnails, but what about the whenever you make the final video, the 9-minute video, would that be a tab like this? Like this? We're looking, I don't know if you can see my cursor, but my cursor is making circles over the affidavit. So would that 12-minute video just be a no, Vanessa, don't worry. No. Keep I appreciate when people are talking to each other. So yeah, that's what I meant, Sifa, is where does the 12-minute or however long, but where does I love helping you, Joe. I'm honored no matter what you call me. Well, thank you. It has information, critical information, but people don't want to think about it. They converted everything to Dylan, which is a mistake. I think you're talking about the affidavit. And I don't know if you're saying this, but I do think Dylan has now gone from the, the one everyone, I will be on Brits. Oh, cool. But anyway, I think this affidavit almost makes Dylan the potential to be even more of a witch, which is not what you said. But it has information, critical information, but people don't want to think about it. They converted everything to Dylan, which is a mistake. Yeah. So let me go back here. So missing page is page 2, which I guess is what you're addressing there. And Brian Landry, yes, Laundry. Sorry, I don't think it matters how I pronounce his name. Let's make another duplicate. Thank you, Sleepy and you. Please sponsor. Lady V. Hello, Joe. Hello, Lady V. And Sifa. Yeah, the thumbnail is beautiful. I love it. Lady V, I don't know if you saw the thumbnail that Sifa sent me. It's it's I laughed for about a minute because I guess I'm embarrassed by it, but it's I would not call it sensationalistic, but it probably will capture a couple eyes and clicks for sure. Vanessa, Lady V, I've missed you on Brittany channel. Yeah, me too. Sorry, I missed you. Who, me? Oh, yeah, yeah. Or her? Yeah, I don't, anyway, whatever. Vanessa, are you okay? Oh, you're so sweet. Thanks. I think you're talking. Anyway, I'm just kind of going through the. If it doesn't have a name in the comment, I think it's to me. But I could be wrong on that a bunch. Lady V, I'm good. Vanessa, I'm sorry. Vanessa, okay. Are y'all going to be on Brittany tonight? That'd be great. I love helping you, Joe. I'm honored no matter what you call me. Cool. And it has information, critical information, but people don't want to think about it. They converted everything to Dylan, which is a mistake. I hope Dylan doesn't get a worse rap now. I will be on Brits. That's cool. And Vanessa, Lady V, awesome. And you know, Lady V, feel free to drop the link. And I think I wrote it down the time. Yeah, feel free to drop the link of Brittany's channel and the time. And when you say I will be on Brits, does that mean being on the panel or just as a viewer? That'd be. I love seeing you in both capacities. So yeah, you can drop all that stuff. Of course, you can drop anything anytime you want. Vanessa, Lady V, awesome. And Lady V, I agree. I don't use TalkTech, so I don't know. So how do I use the 12-minute video? I assume you, Dave travels in time. Hey. Hope you will as well, kind sir. I have to go make dinner. See you later. See you, Vanessa. Thanks for coming by. It's good to see you. And, my Venmo as a viewer. So Dave travels in time. Hail, Joe and all. Hail, Dave. How are you? Lady V as a viewer. So yeah, you can still drop the link if you want. I don't know if you're on a device where you can't drop links, but you know, that's cool. I did start about 20 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago, starting to say goodbye. You know, I know I did a 9-minute video or a 9-minute. I did a 9-hour video, 9-hour live. And then I've done many 4-hour lives, and the rest, just about most all the rest are 3. There's allegedly Brittany J. Cool. What time is she? 10:20 or something? 8 p.m. Ooh, no wonder I'm logging off. Woohoo! Brittany J, 8 p.m. Everybody, please, if you so desire, please click on that link and follow her. And then, yeah. So, I don't think I'll ever get to 30-minute streams. Like, okay, so I'm streaming to 6 destinations or platforms. That's, you know, StreamYard calls them destinations, and I call them platforms, but I send to 6 of them. And if I ever were to focus and just send to one stream at a time, you know, like Twitter could easily be 20 or 30 minutes, no problem. Twitch, I think, can too. LinkedIn, have no idea. And YouTube, I don't get YouTube. I don't understand YouTube. I'm getting there. I'm trying to. So anyway, I would hope to do between 1 hour and 2 hours. I'm small potatoes. It's a slow growth, you know, slow and steady growth. People like to build communities and things like that. And anyway, alleged Brittany at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I assume. Oh, that might be 8 p.m. your time, which would be 9 p.m. our time, or 9 p.m. my time. So I assume, but since you typed 8 p.m., I assume that's local to you, right? So that's 9 o'clock me. It doesn't matter. I'll figure it out. I'll be off by then, and I'll find it. No, wait. How did I get the other thing? Hello, sweet Lady V. Yeah, Liza. And Lady V, hello, beautiful friend Liza. So, Liza, I don't know if you are a blue wrench. I'm not on YouTube right now. And, probably 2 weeks ago, I would have wanted to invite you to be a blue wrench if you would like to. Um, hello, lady. Lee. So let's see here. I'm trying to do my. Oh, let's take that off. Um, so I'm trying to do Lady V's thing. So yeah, I'm on now, and so I see Dave and Lady. So Liza, you are welcome to take a blue wrench if you would like. I would be honored if you wanted to be my mod. I understand, people are like, oh, I have so much on my plate, and but I generally have pretty low expectations of my mods. Um, I can usually handle. I don't call them trolls, but I can usually handle those kind of things, and I can't handle links. So I love when Dave and Lady V and all the others drop links. But um, Liza, of course, I'm not going to automatically give it to you until you say yes. I'd like to be one, or you don't have to. As positive as you can say. Sorry, my internet stopped for a few minutes, but I'm back. Welcome back, Sifa. Sorry to hear that. Hail, Sifa. Dave travels in time. Dave, do you know Sifa? He's he's a rock star from Lost Souls TC and chat. And Dave travels in time is my first everything, first viewer and first everything. I'm kind of fundraising, so sorry about those Nightbots. You can ignore them. If any of you are a billionaire or you can do without $800, I'd love to get $800. But as fundraising usually works, 3% of the population pays for 95% of the money. So just ignore them. Don't worry about them, that kind of stuff. So, Liza, where are you? Liza, where are you? But, Dave, you can drop your channel if you want. Um, as always, you can drop your channel anytime. I don't need to mention it. You could drop anybody's channel. Now, the only reason I'm hesitating getting off is cool, Joe, will do. Cool. Thanks, Dave. Um, the main reason I'm hesitating signing off is that I'm not at a library. I'm not at a printer because I would love to do a bunch of more research and print up a bunch of stuff. But I'm at the truck stop. I'm at McDonald's, and so and they've been very nice. And I have a really wild story about my hat, but I probably won't tell that tonight. But not a very good one. Liza, I'd feel honored if you were a wrench. I was a wrench once before, not a very good one. Now, I don't think you mean my stream, right? I have never unwrenched anybody. I've thought of unwrenching one person, but I haven't. They just haven't come back yet. But I've never unwrenched anybody. Joe, guess what? I don't know what, Sifa. What? What, Sifa? Um, so, Liza, that almost sounds like you're willing to. So I'll might do it even without another comment. But if you could send one more comment and say yes, I'll be willing. So I was a wrench once before, not a very good one. I don't think there's, I wouldn't worry about. Anyway, you're just here, and you can share you can share links for one thing. So you can share your YouTube live stream, which I don't think you go live yet, but yeah, it's just you don't have to worry about trolls. I can take care of trolls, and I don't call them trolls, even though I just used the word 3 times right there. But so what, Sifa? Did your internet die again? By the way, I streamed to 6 streams, and after the stream, when I hit end broadcast twice, I wait. Check your Twitter. Twitter. Do I click on it? Is it a video or what? Okay, I'll click on it. $10 minutes. 10 minutes exactly. That is so cool. Yes, it's the video. Yes, I'd be willing. Okay, Liza. Cool. Thank you. And don't low expectations. I don't have high expectations. Don't worry. Oh, I have to do it up here. Sorry. Let's I'm going to go off screen. There might be a echo, but I'm going to try not to make a noise. Okay, silence. Okay, Liza, type one more time to make sure you're blue. Yay! Thank you, Liza. Thanks for typing. I believe suspect left that sheet on purpose. Okay, I'm back on screen now. Cool. Thank you, Liza. So who? What suspect? Now, Muffy thinks they may not have the right guy. And Liza, you seem to be neutral on your stance. And you prefer the word suspect to, abbreviations or things like that, initials and all that stuff. But do you think it's someone else and someone different than BCK left the sheath and is trying to frame him? Or again, you're just neutral. You're just saying you think whoever it was, whether it's him or not, whoever it was, left the sheath on purpose. That is a pretty precise thing, especially next to, everybody has been speculating about the target. With that description and with that description alone, I would say Maddie is the target because the sheath is right next to her body. I might be way off, but that's what I think. And Liza, I'm sure I've asked you multiple times, and you've said, "Look, dummy, I've already told you I think it's him." So I might forget. But do you think it's him, or you're talking about some other suspect? Or you're just talking neutrally suspect? Anyway, I asked 4 questions, and you go yes, and I'll be like, "But which one?" So Dave, hello, Liza, and Dave, hello, Lady V, fellow mod, and Sifa. Sorry, my internet stopped for a few minutes. That's all right. I'm glad you're back. And Dave, hail Sifa. And Sifa, hey. And Nightbot, please sponsor my Idaho trip, PayPal. And Dave, cool, Joe, will do. Liza, I was a wrench once before, not a very good one. Well, now you're a new wrench, and you can be a not a very good one also. You can do whatever you want. Sifa, Joe, guess what? Dave travels in time. Link to my channel. I do comics, stream, sci-fi action. I do some acting as well, gaming as well. It's cool stuff. Don't ever ask me to describe it. I would fail miserably at doing that. So Sifa, check your Twitter. Thank you so much. That is so cool. Nightbot, please sponsor a Cash App. Any billionaires that have $800 they can do without, I'd love to go to. I would log off immediately. As soon as I get $800, I'm leaving. Dave, there it is. There's Dave Travels in Time. And yes, I'd be willing. And Liza, I'm sorry I didn't ask you 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. Or I've always had a lot of respect and stuff for you, for sure. Sifa, yes, it's the video. Cool. Don't be hard on yourself, Liza. Yeah, I mean, come on, everybody, like, for example, T-Rev has a ton of traffic and he has a ton of mods. And there's one or two that come over here and people are like, God, you're the greatest mod. I mean, 90% of the mods over there are doing lukewarm because you're not going to have that traffic over here. But, I think that's just the way things happen. That some people think they're good. And, don't worry about it. So Lady V, yeah, like Dave says, don't be hard on yourself, Liza. That's what I tried to say. I didn't say it very well. Lady V, TikTok and Instagram. Nail Elegance by Lady V. She has these 5-inch, I think she told me 5-inch long or 3.5-inch. Anyway, long fingernails. And she does substantial things to them. Dave, it's all good. Cool. I believe suspect left that sheath on purpose. But who's the suspect? Our lawyer is supposed to say, I have no opinion. Lady B. TikTok. Nail Elegance by Lady V. Can you do my TikTok? No, don't worry about it. Dave Travels in Time. Congrats, Liza. Dave Travels in Time. Yay. Nightbot. Idaho trip. Venmo. Jessica Lynn. Science does not lie. Did I say it does? I think I've seen you in lots of streams, Jessica. I think you've been in mine. Just as a reminder, I am disabled. I've done a lot of drugs I've done a lot of alcohol and other drugs, and my synapses don't work. So a lot of times I need context to comments. You could or could not. I mean, you can or you don't have to. But just for example, I could ask a question. I could say, do you think the suspect left the sheath on Maddie's bed on purpose? And I could start getting answers within 12 seconds. And I'd go, golly, could y'all tell me what question I just asked you? Literally, that's how it works. So anyway, science does not lie. I hope I didn't say science does lie. I might have, but I don't believe that. I'm a mathematical wizard and I like science and blah, 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 blah. So I believe in science. Science does not lie. I can't replace what I say or what you're referring to. That's the context. You say science does not lie. The footprint is real, or not the foot. Were we talking about the shoe print? 6:48, 5 minutes ago. I'm not sure what I said. But anyway, I prefer getting comments rather than people saying, well, I'm not going to put context in there. So Liza, he did it. Why'd he live on the bed then? And I think you're coming from, wait a minute, wait. I think I read, no, I don't think it was you, but some people have written, they think that the suspect has stopped wanting to deal with life, and this was the best and quickest way that he could live life or death in infamy. And then he decided to do this, which kind of implies, that he wanted to get caught. So, do you think he wanted to get caught? That's why I did it, Dave. Hello, Jessica. Lady V, I think it's him. I think it's with him. Where's Muffy? I want my Muffy back. Muffy. Well, I love Muffy. And so I wonder about if because Muffy's pretty strong on thinking they don't have the right person. And I don't think she's a tin hat wearer. She's not a tin hat wearer. So, Lady V, Dave, hello. And Lady V, Sifa. Yeah, Lady V, these videos that, did I show you? Did I already asked. I'm a little behind on comments. Sorry about that. So, Lady V, this is Sifa's. I keep laughing. I think I laugh because I'm embarrassed. This is the thumbprint that Sifa has made for me. That's me, of course, during my video. And I thought I might have taken that picture. I did not take the picture, but that is the exact cop that faced me off as I was leaving the building. And Sifa located that picture in news. He caught a glimpse of the cop in my video. So he looked for that exact same cop. So that's the cop he found. So anyway, that's my thumb. I'm not going to say that I'm, what's that called? National Enquirer. I wouldn't say that I'm National Enquirer, but I'm intrigued by this. And I want to continue doing what Sifa's ideas, whatever she's got. So Nightbot, GoFundMe. So late Liza, suspect was and is playing. Is he playing to win or is he playing to lose? Do you think he? And again, I'm sure I've asked this 5 times. You've already answered it, Liza. I'm sorry, my memory doesn't work. But do you think he's playing to win, like he thinks he's going to get exonerated, or do you think he's playing to lose, like he wants to die in infamy? Not die, I'm okay if he gets life with no chance of parole. That definitely, Liza, that's almost always added. Can you believe all the cases for 40, 50, 70 years we're all like, oh, we'll give him life, but yeah, he can get parole in 10 years. I mean, that's so bizarre. Now, I do believe that there are people that do what's it called? That they get better. And so after 20 years, they might say, yeah, I would be a good person of society. So I don't think it always happens that it says with no chance of parole, but I think that's getting far more common. So Sifa, Lady V. And Lady V, Jessica, thank you for being here. Yes. Lady V, Vanessa. Eliza, Dave travels in time. Hello. Lady V, I was saying I was going to log off, but I haven't yet. So, Lady V, if you want to come up, just let me know. BK is the suspect. Yeah, in my description, I changed my description a lot. I don't assume or expect anybody to read my description because it's too wordy and it's too long and there's duplications and stuff. But I eliminated a bunch. I eliminated all 3 press conferences because those don't really matter anymore. And I eliminated the Moscow Police PIO on Facebook because they're not giving any new information. And then the other one, I forget the other one is. But so I've changed a lot. Link to Liza's channel. Can I click on that? Do I follow you, Liza? I'm sure I follow you. Sorry, I will wait. My apologies. I'm not sure what you're apologizing for, Dave. I don't think you need to apologize. Let me see. Sorry, I will wait. My apologies. Is it cool if I send your link, Liza, for people to check out your channel? I get it. Okay. I think I already asked her. But thank you. If it's okay with Liza, I don't think I can click on it here. Oh, wait. I guess I can over in. Lady V taught me this. Jack told me Joe and Dave are looking for you. Jack told me Joe and Dave are looking for you. Who? You talking about me? You talking to me? Is it cool if I send your link, Liza, for people to check out your channel? Lady V, Instagram for NASCAR. Oh, thank you for Instagram. I don't know anything about Instagram, but I'm there. And when I send this to Facebook, one of my two Facebooks sends it to Instagram. So I'm still getting 3,000 to 5,000 views every video. I don't understand it. I don't know how to tap into that. That would be 10 cents a person. And I could go to Idaho. 10 cents. That would be cool. But thank you. I would love the TikTok and the Twitter if you could. Sifa, I have the same issue with my brain sometimes, and for the same reasons. Well, thank you for sharing, Sifa. I feel honored, and thank you for sharing. But it does seem like when you tap in, you are a genius. You're really good at it. So Dave's, where is Muffy? Yeah, she was here, and she said, I don't think it's the same guy. And then, I mean, I know some people watch Hot Mess is streaming, just got notified. Really? That's 6:55. So that's 6 minutes ago. Yeah, feel free to go watch Hot Mess. She's really cool. I think Muffy, so Lady V, there's TikTok for JoeHart. Did you, I think you already posted that before I said it. Sorry. Let me jump around a little bit. Muffy, I'm sorry, Joe, I'm here. Jack and I are babysitting tonight, so we have our hands full. And don't divulge too much information, but are you talking about human babysitting or dog and cat kind of babysitting? Don't divulge any information. Don't answer that question. So Dave says, where is Muffy? Yeah, she's around. And TikTok for JoeHart 35. And Hot Mess is streaming, just got it. Yeah, Hot Mess Summer, she's great. She's one of my mods. She does a lot of stuff. No, I would like to see it. So you probably saw it by now. That was 7 minutes ago. I'm behind. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm here. Jack and I are babysitting tonight, so we have our hands full. Yeah. Feel free to come and go. I was just like, oh, Muffy, I want to, as people may or may not know about Robert's rules for whatever, Robert's rules of meetings or whatever it's called. But for Robert's rules, the only people that can, and I have this messed up, but basically everything is discussed and then it's voted for. And the only people that can speak after it's been voted for is the minority. The majority can't speak. So the only people that can speak is the minority. And that might be the people that think that we don't have the right suspect. So Muffy, I was just trying to get your vote in there. I just want to represent all opinions. And so, yeah, that's how Robert's Rules works. And I butchered it. Google search it, and I'm going to Google search that. I like Robert's Rules. A lot of people don't like Robert's Rules. I like them because I'm uptight and I like structure and stuff like that. And Lady, LOL. Muffy, hey, Dave Travels. And Nightbot, PayPal. My emails are blowing up. I'm getting all these donations. I need $800 worth. Lady V, Muffy. I don't know how that happens. I don't mean to click that one, but I slide all across it and then it's clicked. I don't get it. Muffy, Lady V, hello, lovely. So Muffy, Jack told me Joe and Dave are looking for you. So Jack N told you. Oh, told me. Oh, Muffy, that's funny. Thank you, Jack N. Thank you. I think I got it. So Jack N told me Joe and Dave were looking for you. We were. And again, I want to fully represent all opinions. So I was just like, Muffy, I can't stand on an island by myself. I need someone else to support this opinion. So as y'all know, I can stand on the island by myself. But so Muffy, hello to everyone. By the way, Muffy, the babysitting is probably most important, which I assume that Jack N is fully involved in the babysitting also, as opposed to 10, 20 years ago. I have an adult child, and I have never said this in my life, but I know tons of my friends my age. What do fathers say when they're watching their baby alone without the mother there? What do they say? They say, I'm babysitting tonight. And the wife puts a noose around their neck and says, honey, it's not called babysitting if it's your child. So anyway, I always like men to have full participation. Y'all can do whatever you want. So Muffy, hello to everyone. So Jessica, electric chair. Is that what they do in Idaho? I don't know what they do in Idaho. Although I did read somewhere, and I mean, when I'm really into my OCD, I'm about 95 or 90% efficient, and I trust everything and then sometimes when I'm tired or angry or, again, AA, restless, irritable, and discontented. That describes me totally. I didn't make up those words. They came from AA. But when I'm that, I can get about 40 or 35% or, So anyway, I'm probably at 15% efficiency now. Anyway, I have read somewhere in passing that there are many or a handful or something, there are inmates on death row in Idaho for more than 30 years. Now, I'm sure one person has been on death row for more than 30 years, but they were making it sound like it was a gang full. So if that's true, and if that happens to every one of them, then he will still be alive when the parents pass away. So the parents won't have the whatever satisfaction that may be. I know the one mother said, she thinks it's horrible that people celebrate that sort of celebration. Anyway, that's enough about that. So, so anyway, are they lethal injection or electric chair? It sounds like Jessica Lynn knows, but again, context really helps. So if you say electric chair, Idaho's first choice or only choice, or do people still do electric chair? Oh golly, I thought no, I thought they did lethal injection. I think someone still has guillotine. I don't know. I one time I tried to research the 50 states plus District of Columbia, the 51 areas, and I was amazed at what's their choice. Dave, I have my lifesaver guard for Jack. Jack's a good guy. Jack's a great guy, and he called Muffy over. That was so nice. Anyway, I'm way behind, so let me scroll down a little bit. I had nothing on my channel. You don't even know how to get it. I still don't understand YouTube channel versus YouTube studio. I have both. I think they're the same thing, but I still don't. Nope, he cannot be rehabilitated. I doubt if he can. And I'm not talking about Charles Manson. I mean, there are some people for their whole life they'll try to manipulate the system. Like the Green Mile, that kind of stuff. There are people that are rehabilitated or whatever. He wasn't rehabilitated. He just wasn't. Not anyway. I don't want to talk about that movie, but great movie, by the way. So here's Liza. No, he cannot be rehabilitated. So Liza, he just wants to demonstrate he is better than Ellie in legal system. Wow, that would be something. Hey, okay, so Liza, I know you've heard my prayers and the thoughts for everybody, and I say law enforcement, and I name the three of them. But how would I generally or specifically cover the court system part? Would I just say prosecutor Bill Thompson and defendant, whatever her name is? Does he really have 5 lawyers? I've heard he's have 5 lawyers, and they're public defendants. I thought he only needed 2 minimum. So, so Joe, if you or anyone needs help with graphic design stuff, just let me know. Well, Sifa, you're doing phenomenally well with me so far. So I put the links in chat. Yee-hee! Twitter, and TikTok. We have those shortcuts. You can do at Twitter or at TikTok or at. There's other ones, but those are the 2 big ones for me. I think at YouTube too or something. Not at, you know what I mean? The exclamation Twitter and exclamation TikTok. I'm good at typing, but I have a hard time communicating verbally. I don't know how to describe myself. I think I do okay verbally, but I think I'm too impulsive. So sometimes I say stuff like, "Well, that's not really what I meant." As far as writing goes, I hate typing. I hate typing and I hate retyping. But I I'm a pretty lousy writer, but I'm a pretty damn good editor. So if I would take the time, it's ideally like I'm pretty jacked up about Monroe County Sheriff Department, and I'm going to definitely write them, and I'm going to write the newspaper, and I'm going to definitely write people for sure. But it works better for me if I all jacked up, write the email, and save it as a draft, and then go back to it. 6 hours or 12 hours or 18 hours or 24 hours, whatever, go back to it and try to edit. And, the edit makes it much clearer. Still pretty jacked up. And then I'll never save it twice. But if I saved it as a draft again, then go back to it again and clean it up again. So I think I'm a great editor. I'm not a good writer. So I guess I kind of am, kind of similar to you, Sifa. Muffy, yes, Joe, we are human babysitting. Then get out of here. You go do that. You do that, Muffy, and Jack in. Does he change the diapers, or is that female only? No, I'm sorry, I won't get in between y'all two. So, but Muffy, yes, Joe, I have many doubts that they have the right guy. Muffy, I think I've invited you up to panel before, and I think you're like, no, I can't, But and your babies anyway, not tonight, unless you can guarantee me the baby's being taken care of. But I would love that. Idaho hasn't applied the death penalty in a while because they cannot find the chemicals for legal injection. Only form of legal execution in Idaho. Is that true with the 30 years? Is there really someone on death row that's still alive after 30 years? And I don't care about the outlier. I could give three shits about the outlier. I care about the second and third and fourth and fifth most longest. So if it's 30 years, 10 years, 9 years, 8 years, then who cares about that? But if it's 30, 28 years, 26 years, 25 years, then that's very concerning. How can they not find the right chemicals? Aren't there like 10 states or 20 states? I don't know the number of states, and it might be movies. I might be skewed by movies, but aren't there definitely a handful of states that have the right chemicals? For sure, they probably have the right chemicals. For sure. Muffy, Liza Rowe, interesting. And then Liza, I had nothing on my channel. I don't even know how to get it. Yeah, Liza, Sifa is really good at getting it. I assume you saw him post it. I asked people to post it. Oh, that was Dave. I asked people to post your channel. And whenever I say that, I do mean to imply as long as Liza approves it. And maybe I might not have said that, but he did post it. So Muffy, okay, it's a tag team. Jack and I would love to come up on panel, Joe. Maybe your next live, we will be able to do that. You are always welcome to. I forget what you said in the past. Either, I don't know what you said. Like I'm not presentable. I don't have makeup, or I'll never do it in my entire life. There's pretty standard answers, but I don't remember what each person has said. So yeah, I would. And I mean, again, Robert's rules. Everything's discussed, everything's voted on, and only the minority can share after the voting. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I mean, I would imagine listening to your, you might get some passionate responses for sure, and maybe even from me. But I mean, I'll be the host, so I don't think I'll make passionate responses. But yeah, that would be cool. As you know me, Muffy and Jack, as you know me, I'm not super great at scheduling. I'm not super great at scheduling an hour in advance. I have never talked to someone in the past and said, "Hey, I'm doing a stream. I want you to be part of my stream. Can we set it up? What's a good time for you?" I've never done that. I would like to do that. That would be great. But I don't know what I'm doing an hour from now or 6 hours from now. I don't know. But anyway, I would love to get you on. Just be, have your makeup. No, you don't. No one needs to wear makeup. I'm just talking about typical excuses that I hear from people. You can look any way you want at any condition, anyway. Maybe you show the baby. No, we don't have the baby's permission to show their face. So, Liza, last death row inmate in Idaho was convicted in 1985. Manufacturers will not sell them supplies. Manufacturers will not sell them supplies. You mean politically? They refuse to sell them what they make to make a political statement. That sucks. I think every manufacturer has the right to sell to whoever they want, but it is a supply and demand if the item's out there. That's bizarre. So, okay, what's 1985? So that's 15 years, 23, 38 years. So last death row inmate in Idaho was convicted in 1985. But you're saying convicted. When was the last inmate put to death? Last day. Good, Muffy. I thought I've seen you around, but I don't know. Wow. So, yeah, when was the last person put to death? Nightbot, PayPal, JoeHart. Liza, the supplies. That is wild. It's kind of like that bakery that, anyway, I don't want to get political. We can't talk about anything that doesn't suddenly turn into politics. I think I've just been busy when you've been live. I've been baking stuff or cooking dinner or something else, which is amazing. How do you do that? But I don't get, I want to do, I think it's been within a week that I was over in Brittany's, and I think that was the first time I've ever been in her panel, but I think she said something like, oh yeah, there's no notifications unless you do it more than an hour in advance. I'm like, oh shit, I've never planned that far in advance, but I guess I want to try that. So, Muffy, I've definitely been on panels, and I don't wear any makeup, so I don't have to worry about that. Cool. Plain Jane here. Cool. And then please sponsor my Idaho trip to Cash App. Well, good. Yeah, Muffy. Yeah. And I don't know how you and I would of course be formally inviting you, but I really like Jack N, so I'd be inviting him too. And as far as I'm concerned, you all can be two separate opinions. You don't have to be one front of this is what we collectively believe. And I doubt if you would do that, but yeah, it can be. I don't know how that screen would work, but I'm sure you can hand the device to one of y'all and then hand it to the other person, or however y'all want to do that. That would be cool. So let's see here. Uh-oh. I'm clicking on things all over the place. Okay, guys. I'm coming up on 2 hours. That's kind of what my goal is. I want to do 30 minutes or 1 hour or 2 hours. I don't ever want to do 9 hours. I don't ever want to do 4 hours again, except I just did last night. But I don't ever want to do 3 hours again, which I'll do a ton of times. But I want to get into the habit of doing 2 hours. And I'm kind of extreme and absolute, and I'd like to end it right at 2 hours, which is a minute and 18 seconds. So I won't do my 45-minute goodbye, and I won't do my 13-minute goodbye. And my goodbye is generally the opposite of my hello. So I'm sorry that I'm going to urgently do this, but I want to do it in a minute and 4 seconds. So I'm Joe Hart from Vermont, person with disabilities, primarily invisible disabilities. I don't usually talk about them. I'm open about them, but they don't usually apply. And I call them my quirks and idiosyncrasies. Anyway, I think OCD is great. Make Jane here. LOL. Plain Jane here. What's your first word there, Liza? Plain Jane here. You're pretty sexy, Liza. Anyway, so shallow. But thoughts and prayers for the victims, the families, the loved ones, the friends, the students, the school, University of Idaho, the community and city, Moscow, Idaho, county, Latah County, state, Idaho, all the LE, Moscow Police Department, FBI, all three of them. I usually mention them all. Idaho State Police, the two of them for sure. And then also the legal court system. Bill Thompson, Santa Claus, the prosecutor, and the defense. Someone gave me her name. I don't remember, Victoria or Vicky or something. And I streamed to 6 streams. And I just wanted to shout out to them. I would love to start mentioning them more, but I don't. But Facebook profile, Facebook page, LinkedIn, YouTube, which is my slow and steady foundation, YouTube. It says 8 there, but just forget. Don't forget that Twitter has 200 plus those 8. But we have several devices, Joe, and we definitely have our own opinions, so it could be interesting. Muffy, you could be 2. Yeah, you could be 2 of the panelists if you wanted to. Yeah, for sure. That'd be cool. So, yeah, I'm scared. Everybody thinks Brian. Can you hear me now? I was just having a. So don't just say yes. If you could say yes, you were muted for about 5 seconds, and now you're not muted. Anyway, whatever. Nervous. I unplugged the thing. So, yeah, YouTube is the slow and steady. Twitch, I've had an account forever. I've never done anything on Twitch. I'm not a gamer. I'm not young. I've just always had an account. I don't know how to use it. I live stream there through StreamYards every time, or most every time. But I have to figure it out someday. And then Twitter. I'm still testing StreamYard. I think I have to do the 19th, so I have 12 more days to test this. And I might need another month, but I hope I know within 12 days if this is going to be worth it or not. And I think if I would start making decisions now, which I'm not, but I would think the single biggest reason that I would not continue with StreamYard is because Twitter cannot make comments. That's my largest market. You live stream to engage. You want to engage with people. And if they can't make comments and you can't respond to their comments, there is no engagement. I still have the numbers. Over a standard stream, I usually get, 2,000 or 3,000 viewers and 200 at a time. And, there's still tons. They're shorter. It's more of a, do you have a dancing monkey or are you a half naked woman? That kind of stuff. That's usually what sells over in everywhere, actually. But I'm neither. I don't have dancing monkeys. So Muffy says, Plain Jane, Nightbot, throw money, Cash App, Liza, Make Jane here. What's a Make Jane? And Muffy, Liza, you know what Makeup Jane. Okay. Liza's Makeup Jane here. Liza, you can come any way you want. We have several devices, Joe, and we definitely have our own opinions, so it could be interesting. Cool. Thank you, Joe. Great live. Yeah. Thanks for coming, Muffy. Coming here twice. Liza, mute. Yeah, I was nervous. I pulled it out. And then, of course, Lady V, you were muted. Now you're not muted. Cool. And then, yes. Can you hear me now? Thank you, Lady V. I need those specific directions. And Liza, I assume your yes means, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? But I don't know. I don't usually. Thank you, Lady B. So, okay. 2 hours, 30 minutes, 52 seconds. Thank you again to all the live viewers and the comments. Thank you so much to the replay viewers. Thank you to the mods. Liza, I appreciate you being a mod tonight, or, that you've taken a blue wrench. I really appreciate that. And all my viewers, all my mods, Muffy and Lady V and Dave and the others. But I think that's about it. It's 7:24. I wouldn't say I'm tired. but I could probably have a reasonable dinner, and then I could probably have a reasonable watching other views and things like that. And tomorrow's Sunday. Oh, damn, the library won't be open. I forgot about that. But anyway, I'm sure I'll figure out plenty to do. So yeah, I'm gonna and I know Lady V, you support me in all forms, but it was I'm sorry that I didn't bring you up. Anyway, I know you're just trying to be supportive, but it's felt strange. I'm sorry I didn't bring you up, and I mentioned it once or twice, but yeah, it was just anyway. So sorry about that. Um, I know it's no biggie to you. I'm just it's kind of strange to me. So okay, so I think that's it. No worries. Thank you, Lady V. I appreciate that. So, as usual, I'm going to hit end broadcast twice. Then I'm going to check out the 6 destinations. So comments will be open for probably 10, 50. I'm getting faster at that because I can't, Twitch won't let me do anything, but it's limited. So usually comments are open for 10 or 12 or something minutes while I'm checking the 6 destinations. So anyway, thank you very much. I'll talk to you later. And 3, 2, 1, end broadcast. And I have to hit it twice. So the second one, 3, 2, 1, end broadcast. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much.